If you are trying to buy a home and you want to know the key ingredients to getting that underwriter to approve your mortgage loan application, this video is for you. Yo, we are back with another video. Today's video is going to be an educational video for anyone that is trying to be a homeowner or trying to obtain a mortgage through the banking system. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure you are aware of the basic documentation that you need to even apply for a mortgage loan. So we're not even gonna get too much into that, but we will touch on majority of them. So get your pen and paper out, prepare to take notes, and let's jump right into the topics. And just a disclaimer before we get into this video, I am not a professional, I am not an advisor, nor am I a financial consultant. I am only giving you this information based off of my own prior experience of trying to obtain a mortgage loan. Number one necessary requirement to obtaining a mortgage loan is your credit score. Varying whether you're going FHA or conventional. If you are going the FHA route, you must have a 580 credit score minimum. If you are leaning towards FHA, you must have a 580 credit score with a 3.5 to 10% down payment. Now, for you all that are going the conventional route, you must have a 620 credit score with a 5 to 10% down payment. Now, sometimes you may get lucky and get a 3%. It's circumstantial now. The number two necessary documentation you must have are your W-2s and bank statements, and they must be matching. You can't show paycheck stubs showing you're only making $200 a month and making $52,000 a year on W-2s, especially without no explanation of where the extra money coming from. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not recommend doing that. You won't be put in jail, but you will be put under it. No, but all seriousness, you must have your W-2s and your bank statements. And just to take it a little further and be more safer, I will always suggest taking at least 6 to 12 months of bank statements and your last 6 paycheck stubs. Now remember, the math gotta math now. The math gotta math. You can't be making $200,000 and only making $200 a month on paycheck stubs. Make it make sense. The math gotta math. Now, number three, this isn't required, but this is highly and favorably suggested. Understand what getting a mortgage is. Please, for the love of God, please do your homework on what the obligation is when you obtain a mortgage. Do as much research and homework as possible. If you are watching this video, then that is a high indicator that you are trying to do your homework before you go apply for a mortgage. And if you are watching this video and you have not liked and subscribed already, I don't think I want to give you no more information. No, but let's get back on track. The next one on the list is very important as well, pertaining to your interest safety. Always have 10 to 15% of the purchase price saved. Have it in an emergency fund, have it in a savings account, a piggy bank, anything. Just have 10 to 15% of the purchase price saved, where you can easily access it if ever needed. Even if the down payment is 0, because things come up. Life happens, and sometimes it's out of our control, out of the lender's control, out of the seller's control, out of the agent or licensee's control. And you may be on that short end of the stick where you have to come out of pocket. Or legal issues may arise and you have to spend some money for an attorney or extra fees, lawyers, inspections, whatever. And just a little bit of an advice, this is not just for obtaining a mortgage either. In life, please always have 10 to 30% of your expenses. The next thing on the list is pretty much common sense. I think we all should know this. You will need 2 forms of identification: birth certificate, social security card, ID, and so on and so more. You can go look for what other identifications or documentation is. Please have it prepared, because without it, you will not be able to apply for a mortgage. Moving on. Now, this next thing on the list is kind of a basic thing we all should know, but kind of a secret thing that the banks will not tell you or will not advise you to have. It is always forever suggested and recommended, even by some lenders, they will tell you to have 2 years worth of work history. The more, the better. Some lenders will even tell you that it shows proof that you have a long work history, you are staying committed to something, so on and so much more. But most of the time, 2 years worth of work history is required to be even eligible to apply for the loan. And if you switch jobs, make sure there is no gaps in between you losing a job or quitting a job and you having a job or beginning a job. Just don't have no gaps. Simple. And if you do have a gap, please make sure it is a reasonable explanation and not an excuse. Do we all know what a reasonable explanation versus excuse is? Do I need to break that down? For instance, if you worked at Walmart from January to November, and then from November you went to school the whole December and started a new job in December in the same field, that is a reasonable explanation and may be accepted by the underwriter. Especially if you went back to a job similar to the job that you had before. If it was Walmart and you went to school, when as soon as you came back, you had a lineup job already at Kohl's or Target or any retail store, that is reasonable explanation. You can fill out something called a LOE, letter of explanation, for the underwriter, of course. The next thing on my list is another common sense thing that we all should know. We're all adults here. Ask questions. When it comes to you signing your name on documentation that will follow you forever, understand what you're signing your name to and for. There is no such thing as a stupid question, because you're the one that's signing your life away. Whether it's contracts, whether it's the property, whether it's contracts, whether it's the description of the property, whether it's a word in a piece of paper you don't know, ask questions. Whether it's the furniture that's in the house when you went to the open house listing, ask questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. You are signing your life away here, basically. Not like to the devil, not to life. Y'all know what I'm saying. And the last thing on the list that I would say is like basic requirement or basic common sense that we all should know as adults trying to obtain a mortgage loan. For the love of God, keep some money in your bank account. I'm not talking about the emergency fund that we talked about a little earlier, the 15 to 35%, and always keep the emergency fund. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your actual checkings account. Keep some money in there. Every time you get paid, that does not mean spend. I know you and Johnny and Pookie Peanut and Kyle and Chris, I know y'all want to go out for steak. I know y'all want to go out to party. I know y'all want to go have fun, but please, for the love of God, if you are trying to buy a home, obtain a mortgage, stop spending. Please, I beg you, please. You need to be able to show some type of proof that every time you get paid or some type of money comes in, the money is not going out. You are not just spending the money automatically as soon as it comes in. They need to know that you are low risk. You need to show them that you know how to handle money and not let money handle you. So please, to show some type of proof of strong financial restraint. And I should have said this a little bit earlier, but it's common sense as well. This is pretty much the last one. Have an attorney, title insurance company, a broker, a bank, people already in mind. Have those type of people already in mind as you're going through the process, whether you're starting to get documents together, whether you're just waiting a couple of weeks to get a little bit more income or saving a little bit more. Have people in mind already. Contractors, title insurance companies, brokers, attorneys, agents, whatever. Have your whole idea of your team together already when you're coming to the table.
Gonna be first to get a statue. Says she want a tattoo. Shawty, you my family forever. You know I got you. Rapping in the bathroom, trapping in the classroom. I was always chasing the money.